Hey. Hey Thomas. What's PIM? Alright. Let's get started on this. Since I'm gonna rewrite this in Dino, I have to open it in its own folder. Enable Dino linting. No. Dino unstable APIs. No. Or maybe I should. But let's set that up later if needed. tsconfig, I can get rid of this. I'll leave prettier RC. I don't need git ignore anymore. I just deleted. Oh no man, I still have source, which is what I'm gonna use as reference. I'll move this out. I thought I deleted source. Alright, so I'll call that src old. I'll make mod.ts. What my code? Yeah, sure, we can get started from there. Why duplicate? Can you push that? Cannot type today. Client.ts. Let's create src. Okay. Hey Cryptic. How are you doing? So when we discussed this, Thomas actually wrote some code, so waiting on him to push that. And we can get started from there instead of duplicating the effort. So he wrote it in Dino. I wrote it in Node. So is my audio clear? Saturday is perfect. Cool. As a bonus, you can also stream in 1440p. And if that was possible. Maybe I should just stream on my second channel, on YouTube. Because that obviously that gives my viewers the best Okay, yeah, like the delay is definitely significant. Can you send me a message? Let's see how. I want to see how much time it takes. I have a second channel. Yeah, I just post my awards there for now. Yeah, there's a couple of seconds at least. No more than that. Yeah, there's a significant delay. But we can work with that, I think. Yeah, the second channel is MKR here awards. I didn't share it much. That's the link to it. I just got it on the way. Right. Feel free to show on stream. Do you send it? Did you make it public? Okay, I just got the invitation. Okay. Alright, so let's look at server. Oh my god, he's using spaces. Link got blocked? What do you mean? Yeah, trade-offs. Twitch does faster, but I guess it's because YouTube does this, like on the fly downscaling. Okay, let's look at this. Oh, you sent it in YouTube chat. Got it. Okay, so this is a list. What else do you have here, client? Packet. Okay, I believe packet, I'll have to write my own packet. Protocol. Not sure what protocol is. Yeah, Dino is getting traction. It's agent client.ts, okay. New protocol connection, p.write init packet. I see. And you await read init packet response. Okay. Okay. Got it. I'll just copy these options over. So I still need 2 servers. I think you only have 1 server. So So you do deno.listen. That does take host name. It doesn't take host. All right. The one server spawns more. The one server spawns more. What do you mean? Subcons. I see. Yeah. I just checked that. Yeah, your thing is delayed, so video is delayed for you. But I think I think I'll still need to do something like this. Let me just write this up. So, and this will be deno.listen returns listener. And I guess no, video is delayed for you, hence your chat will be delayed for me. The chat reaches me immediately after you send it, but the video is very delayed for you. Or why null? Because I can create I can pre-create the proxies. Con, I think that's the one. Not con. We want listener here. It's like that, right? So the tunnels are created when the tunnel client actually makes that request. Right. So these are outgoing connections, or rather incoming connections, and these are as in there's only one tunnel server to which the tunnel client makes 10 or so 20 or so calls, and each of those becomes a connection, right? So that will be null when we start off, and yeah, same for proxies, right? When we start off, there are going to be no proxies, and as people connect, these are actually connections. Time for paint. Yeah, sure. So here we are, and this is the proxy layer, all right? And here we have the Minecraft game. I'm gonna draw that as that, so it's external, and this is a tunnel client, and let's say this is the tunnel server. These actually live together, and this tunnel client makes 10 requests, So it has 10 open connections to the tunnel server. And likewise, now we have 10 different people or 20 different people, all with their own proxy clients. And they connect to this, and at most there can be 20 connections at a time to the proxy server. We can use draw.io. Anyway, you get the idea. So these are basically the connections from there. Yeah. So I don't really need any multiplexer. So your thing is an experiment with multiplexing. Is that right? Yeah. I just need a control protocol or whatever you call that. So let's get started with this. And so this would be an async function. Oh, actually, we need both servers to be running in parallel, so they cannot for await in sequence. Let's make I'm just gonna call this tunnel, and we'll fix that over time. I'm just gonna call that netops, and we have for ops. Right, now that we have our con, we want to read the first packet, first few bytes, to make sure that this is an authenticated tunnel client. So I'm just gonna write two different functions for tunnel and for proxy. And I'll refactor it once I'm done writing. So we want deno.read, but I need a helper function for this. Read to, and we have a reader, which is a deno.reader, and we want n number of bytes. So we can do read all, write all, but I actually don't need read all. Okay, let's see the utils file. Okay, I'll copy this and then I'll edit it as I need. Utils.ts. Okay, now let's see. Read all takes a buffer. Oh, okay, so read all just reads until the buffer length. Yeah, so that should work. Copy not fully tested. Let's see what's copy. Might not need copy, I think. Let's see. So we have read all. And we have, how do we initialize this? Byte length. Perfect. So byte length would be, let's say 10 for now. If it's not, you want uint 8 array. That also takes length. Okay. What exactly is? Okay. So this returns a promise. We just await, and I can be sure my buffer is filled. I hope. My YouTube just started spinning. Run away. Okay. So now that we have that, or it returns null. When would, okay. If it can't read the, if it's an end of line, it returns null. End of file. Okay. Now, let's say we have let's say the code buff equals password. Let's say that's the auth for now. Auth buff if not auth buff, then we want to close the connection. If not, then we want to add this connection to just gonna do then let me yank my get spot function, which basically puts you on a at an array index and returns the index. So maybe I want these in here. Okay, now we have this. Okay. I'll just do that. Okay. ops.tunnel, and we don't need to pass tunnels anymore because it's in the closure. Get spot calls tunnel, and we give it con, and I thought I renamed this. Okay. Now we have that, and we can also so I guess I want to test that server runs now. Max cons is 20. Proxy is port 245 at 0. Tunnel is 15,000. And let's write the client, I guess. Before we get to this, let's write the client for tunnels. For the client, it's dino.connect. So we have the same options. Maybe I should just yank that, put that in here, export. Oh, actually, no, I don't even need that, I think, because that's just dino.listen options, and netops is just dino.listen options. Read all should probably return bytes read if EOF was reached in the middle of reading. Yeah. So that would be if bytes read, we return bytes read. If not, we return null. That would fix it. I think so, yeah. Okay, and here we have connect options. Then we do dino.connect ops. Yeah, 0 is faulty. In fact, I have a handy guide to faulty. These are faulty basically, and 0 and big, and also NAN. These are faulty. I don't know why it got sent twice. I meant to send NAN, not a number. Anyway, you get the idea. So you wrap P in new protocol. So I'm going to just okay, this needs a wait. New text encoder encode password, right? And here, after doing auth, we want to say let's send that back. Maybe we want to pad that with like 4. Pad will just add stuff to it. We want it to oh wait, if we can't reserve a connection, we want, if we can't reserve a spot, we want to return con.close. And I notice a bug up top. We also need to return here. And now idiots is idiots cannot be if not idiots. We can do like to fix it. That won't help. We want a function that takes a string and export const pad end return s dot length minus n minus, oh, we want it the other way. I want it 5 long. That did nothing. Oh, so it does exactly what, okay, never mind. We don't need that. We just call let's say 5 and we do spaces 4. and on the client we await import details read all uint 8 array 4 wait uint 8 array I'm not sure what that will do. Will this work? I'm not sure. After doing that, we can, for now, we'll just do close. We don't want to do close. We want to see that the connection takes a spot. So at this point, to review, you are able to start the server with the tunnel. I'm going to move this out of the way so we have more space to play with. We are able to start the server. It will start the tunnel server, which will reserve a spot for the tunnel. And this is the client. Okay, so I'll also do console.log tunnels. Okay, it just needs allow net. That should be fine. Dino run src client. This also needs allow net, I believe. And that just had, oh, we didn't call client. Okay, now they're both just running. I guess this is not. That wasn't 10 bytes. Why did this just close? Why did the server just close? That did nothing. I'm guessing auth failed and con got closed. Oh, because password doesn't have the 2 extra spaces. But why does the server just close? Let's see what this gets. Thomas, if you're in the chat, let me know how to, it actually has 3 spaces, how to make the server continue to run. No, that's fine. Just the server just closes if I close a connection. Why did it close now? I didn't get here. Oh, because I returned. So I can't return. I'll have to. So I have to nest. That is kind of ugly. Continue, right? Being a little special today. All right. Right. So they should be now it can't do, it doesn't have to do continue. Now it can do return. Yeah, then I can do return. Name that handle. Okay. Let's check why. Okay. Okay, now we get authenticated, but we don't get spot reserved. Spot reserved 0. So this had to be an explicit null check. That was the bug. And now this will write back. Perfect. Right. That just got 0. Oh, right. 0 is what I sent. Got it. So now if I do this again, I'll get 1. Cool. Now we need to I need to wait. How do I wait for connection to close? When connection close, we want to clean this up. We want to free up its spot. Write all. Write all. That's fine. How do I know when the connection closes though? Let me resize this. We want doc.deno.land seems to have changed. Okay, anyway, how do we know when it closes? Oh, wait for null from read. Message is not going through. You can send me on Telegram. Okay, so TCP connections can only be half closed by each side. So when the other side returns null from read, it means they closed. Then you know to close your side. Okay. I guess we can get rid of this because all the logic has been rewritten. So I'm gonna delete src old. Okay. Node streams are pushy, so you get close event. Deno is bully, so you must ask. You must read. Okay. So from here onwards, but the thing is, let's write this one. So how is this different from WebSockets? WebSockets are written on top of HTTP, which is on top of TCP. Actually, WebSockets are written on top of TCP. So this is also TCP. So they are related concepts. It's a layer on top with more boxes. That's how you can think about it. I guess in the future with HTTP 3, I guess WebSockets will also use UDP, some sort of UDP. Okay. Anyway, let's write the proxy server, and you'll see what the problem is. So we have a very similar logic here, and instead of the auth stuff, let's say proxy also does the same auth, right? It also has, well, what be saved here? This will be an unlinked stream. You can keep the URL. Unlisted, I meant, not unlinked. All right, so now what happens is here we start reading proxy, right? So how would we do this? Like, let's say while true, read do we want to split do we want to do new reuse same buffer? Okay, but it only takes RID. Or we can just do con.read. Yeah. We can do that, but that will mean it will always wait for 10 bytes. We ideally I just want to pipe this to the outside while. No, this is not the ending thing I'm talking about. Actually no. Oh, right. It'll get how much ever bytes there are. Right. Got it. So I'll just do this, and I'll do, because we have an IDX now. If tunnels IDX not return now we have tunnels. I actually want to got it. Then you can iterate externally. I did not get that. So this is basic. Oh, this is what you have as copy. Which I would really call pipe, but whatever. Read. If it's null, then you return. If it's not, if it's null, again we want if buffer, yeah, this is fine, I think, right? Because here every time you read and you get a buffer, you write it. So we don't want to handle this, I guess. So that looks fine to me. So let's just do copy con tunnel. Copies should return bytes copied. I don't feel like there's value in that. Oh, I get it. If it does that, then we'll be able to do the null stuff. But we can already do that here. We want to await this. And if done is null, we close the connection. And the tunnel doesn't care. The tunnel doesn't care, it just stays. I guess we could just make these immediately invoked as well. What's the issue now? And I'll make this so copy returning bytes copied is less useful than it returning null. I guess whenever copy is done, I guess, right? So we don't even need a return value from copy. So in theory, this should work. This should be tunnel client. And then we have Dino has an official copy. How is you try to confirm? But why do we implement our own copy in the first place? Deprecated, because it's It's in stdlib now, I guess. That's why you don't call it pipe. Why don't we just use the std copy? Now add a minimal mode. Default buffer size is just 32 bytes. Right, this is 32 megabytes. Okay, now we want to write proxy client. KB. $32 KB. Yeah, sorry. We write the same password header and we read 0. And after this, we want to actually connect to Minecraft and copy to Minecraft. Is that right? So here, we want to copy both ways, right? Copy is just one way. Do we just do that? That feels like a recipe for disaster. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Arbitrary length passwords. So what I can do is I can have a fixed length. So like I can accept like 256, or read lines can also work. We just want it to be delimited. Delimited probably. Yeah, read lines is also fine. Yeah, that can also work. I was thinking we just pad the password with spaces, but yeah, read line works, or read delim. So we want to do the same thing here. Yeah, got it. I was just thinking out loud. But actually, here, copy from tunnel to connection will actually never return, right? Because it's never going to close. So I'll do this. I won't wait for the tunnel to close, but I will wait for the connection to close, which is the client connection. Will that happen here? Here, same thing here. The MC connection will close. Actually, this is just stupid. Actually, this should be listen on Minecraft. Because Minecraft is a client to this client, and that is going to connect to this proxy. No, wait. Yeah, that's right. The other logic was supposed to be in the tunnel client. Let me copy this, paste it here. So in this case, it's going to be listen. Call accept on listener instead of iterating to accept only one connection. Okay, so we only get one connection here. But we don't mind. We like if they close Minecraft and restart, that's still going to work. So let's iterate here. So this will not happen. We may want a sequential server. Yeah, makes sense. Let me comment this out for now. Yeah. So, as sequential server, as in you're talking about this, right? The proxy client's server, which the Minecraft client will connect to. Got it. Yeah. So here then we want to do copy from con, actually this is going to be MC to con, and we also want to copy con to MC, but not blocking, non-blocking. And when this is done, we do MC.close, because at this point Minecraft has disconnected. But we can still keep the connection in case they restart their Minecraft server. But whenever the client itself is closed, when the proxy client itself is closed, then this will return null and we will call connection.close. MC server might be confused about connection reuse. No, this is the client. MC server, it will not, like the only connection that we are keeping is the proxy itself. Oh, I get what you mean. So we can just reconnect. This is for the, but what you're saying is for the tunnel client, not for the proxy client. Proxy client doesn't care because the connection that it gets piped to, it just sees the server, right? It just sees this dno.listen. It just sees the server, so it doesn't care. Here, probably you're right. Let's try. Now we connect to MC. And we can copy from MC to connection. And we can also copy from connection to MC. In this case, connection is the one that will close. So we can await that and we can call con.close. And here is what you're saying that we should also close. Yes, got it. So in that case, all the connections everywhere must close. So here, when the proxy disconnects, we also want the tunnel to close. And when the tunnel disconnects, we want the tunnel to recreate a tunnel. That might be the cleaner thing to do here. So when the connection closes, when the proxy client connection closes, we can also call tunnel.close. Right? And yeah, that means this will not have triggered otherwise. And now we can also do MC.close, I think. And we would call tunnel client again with the same opts. But here what happens if Minecraft unexpectedly closes? So we want it to race, I think. All right. See you later. If either of these closes, then we close both sides and restart the tunnel. And at that point, if dino.connect ops.minecraft, if that fails, then this will crash. So we should be fine. Essentially meaning that the Minecraft server has already closed. Is Kay still watching? I don't think he is. Oh, he is watching? Why didn't he say something in chat? Keys. Why does it not tell me how many people are concurrently? Okay, now it says concurrent viewers 1. Okay. Let's see now. Ohio. It's taken over my Control-Shift-T shortcut, which is really inconvenient. I didn't do that until a bit back. Okay, these are fine. These are fine. Okay. Now three parts of this seem to be done. If we get this one part done, we can do a test with real Minecraft. And I'm scared about that. Wait, actually this is done, right? Because we just establish a connection and this is what actually handles that connection. Yes, he is very excited. Okay, maybe this is already done. I can't tell, honestly. Let's see what happens. Let's add some logs here and there. I do use the debugger to actually debug, but now we just want to see that things happened. I mean, it's more convenient. Like adding logs is still a good practice for when you're actually running the thing, right? When this is running in production, you can't go and debug that, so you still need logs, debug logs. I'll call this connected from Minecraft. Minecraft disconnected. Okay. And here we have tunnel authenticated, tunnel spot reserved, proxy authenticated. Proxy tunnel discovered. And now we say proxy client disconnected. Tunnel closed. And once the tunnel is closed, the tunnel client will restart it. Let's see if this even starts up. Okay, no error on startup. Oh, we're getting connected to Minecraft. Cool. Everything seems to be fine so far. Now's the exciting part. Where we get to try and play Minecraft over the proxy. You remember how much I struggled earlier with the Node.js version? And how easy this has been so far? Right, let's see. Add server. What was the name we gave it? 2500. What are the odds, do you think? What are the odds it's just going to work? Okay, let's just try it. 2%. That's very low. What? Oh, I just added server. Connection refused. Did we get anything here? Bad resource ID. But we did get a connection, which is more than I expected, honestly. Also connected from Minecraft and disconnected. Ah, interesting. I think the first time it tried to do status, and the second time it actually tried to connect. But since our server is in offline mode, the first time it probably didn't get anything. Sorry, not offline mode. I'm talking about status being disabled. So it can't ping. And that time it did connect and disconnect correctly. Somehow. I feel like it might be to do with, yeah, it might be to do with closing. So mc.close is probably not needed. Same for con.close. We just want connection.close. I think. Let's try it. Okay. Tunnel is connected. Failed to connect to server. It's getting the connection. But this time it didn't error and die. Oh, I forgot to do this thing. Server tunnel.close. Whenever we close the tunnel, we want to proxies dot id is equal to null, and tunnel id is equal to null, so that the next one can take that spot. I'm gonna remove the extra console logs from here. Okay. Tunnel spot reserved 0, but proxy discovered 1. How is that possible? Oh, That is bad. Oh, will it work right now? If I just do that. Oh, it's already connection reset by peer. Connected from Minecraft, connection closed, tunnel restarted. If I refresh this, that should happen again. Broken pipe. Let's just try to connect. Oh my god! Do you see this shit? Yo, we did it. And it works flawlessly. Why was it erroring out? I guess that's because when Minecraft disconnects or something, we're not handling some errors. But we can handle that. I always expected some errors to happen. Like for example, if I do, let's see what's the status of. It says connected from Minecraft. But if I go back to Minecraft and if I just force close the application, broken pipe. Got it? That should be fairly easy. So that probably the first error happened when it tried to ping, and for some reason we might have gone back to the home screen, and so it must have cancelled the ping request midway. And that's when it errored, I think. I don't need that. Let's commit what we have right now. Yeah, epic progress. We still need to do the actual authentication. It just can't just have password as the password. And it now reuses the indices. So if I do this again, that will error because we don't have ports available. If we try to excuse me. Yeah. Why did it get connection 1 and 2 now? So when I just close the client and reopen it, it's going to... Oh, but now it's using 0. Okay. And now it will get a connection. This is possibly that Minecraft is refusing the ping connection, is what I think this is. Because this is happening on the read. Which means it's here when we try to copy from... Yeah, when we try to copy from Minecraft to the proxy connection. I can probably just call this the proxy. Huh? And I would call this the tunnel. So we know exactly what we are handling. The tunnel is preemptively connected to Minecraft. Which I think is fine because it is working. We just saw that it is working. So I guess it is fine. I think this actually this actually happened here, right, Sistine? Yeah, it happened in the tunnel because copy from MC, that's failing when MC is closing the connection. Okay, my game just crashed. Can't ping. 6seg V. This just keeps crashing when I'm streaming. It's fine today, but I need to figure out why this is happening. Potentially I didn't find anything in the earlier streams. I was in the middle of the stream, so I just restarted the game. I don't know if this is just lack of memory, but I wasn't even logged into the game. I just had it in the menu. Why would it run out of memory in the menu? What am I supposed to make sense of this? Okay. I have no idea. I have 32 gigs, but I'm only allocating 6 GB to Minecraft. So let's do this. Move this up here. Now it will probably not crash. At least our program. The game definitely will crash. Anton is also getting overheated. I guess that is because of the stream, maybe. Oh, it still did crash. Connection refused. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, that's because the server also crashed. But it's trying to reserve spots 3 and 4. Huh? It should never even try to reserve 1. Because it should just reuse 0 every time. Now the client is only crashing because the server crashed. Let's find out why the server crashed though. Server 63. Copy from connection to tunnel. But the connection is the proxy. Do we have to null check in copy? No, because if we already have that, right? If read returns null, then we do return null. But the thing is, if read is called when the connection is closed, then it will still error. So what we need to do here is try and catch. Let's try with not closing the tunnel. Never mind. I'll have to rethink that. Never mind. Instead of here, what do you mean? I need some water. Message deleted. Did you send a link? I guess it deletes all links. Send me the file name and the line number. Proxy will unexpectedly close if the client connection, the Minecraft connection closes. Just test. I have no idea that. I'm not seeing any message deleted thing, and there's no ability to see what is being filtered. Try catch and copy itself, but no, because then we don't know when to close. We might be calling close twice. We don't know that an error has been triggered and we need it to close. Let's try this again. Tunnel reserved. If I go back to this, okay, it's reserving 1. Maybe that's because I see no real reason why it should reserve 1 yet. But let me try and do this again. It did not crash. But it did reserve 2. I'm always setting these to null. Does it die before that? What does die before that? Now it's reserving 3. 0, 1, 2 are reserved. Briefly 0 was free. I think proxy if not, tunnel return. Oh, here. I guess at this point we should also, yeah, you're right, we should do idiots equal to null here. What's these idiots? Okay, let's try that again. That might be it. Oh no. It didn't actually create that many requests. When I do refresh, it must. Huh. Not very obvious what's happening here. It did not create new requests. Okay, now it went to spot 2. That is very weird. But can we connect? We can. Stuck at connecting. It couldn't have crashed, right? It didn't crash. I think it may have connected to the wrong pairs somehow. Now it's reserving 3 and 4. Yeah, this request is just not reaching. You can see that from here. It's not seeing the new connection. It's just opening new tunnels and connections. Why? Don't do that. Okay. If I start this again, connect it to Minecraft. Yeah. Proxy connected from Minecraft. Client errored. Oof, we broke something. What did we change since last time? Apart from the names. If it errored here, or it was successful and this was completed, then we do this. Should we just do try? We don't need to call mc.close because the only reason it reaches here is because await exhausted and mc did close. So we just need to try and close proxy. Let's see if it stops reserving. Hey Thomas, you missed the big reveal, man. We managed to connect, but it's not doing it now. Oh, started working again. Okay, now Control Z. Oh. Okay. Why doesn't it know where copy was called from? We added a bunch of try catch and it started working. This is on the server. So where have we not? I guess this one. Even though we don't await this, if there's ever errors, we do want to close this connection. I guess it unawaited copy. Yeah. So how do we handle this? So I guess one thing we could do is try closing this, catch, and regardless of whether or not that worked, we'll call tunnels IDH equal to null. And because the tunnel is now closed, copy will error and this thing will happen. At least I hope that in theory that should happen. Promise.all like right, because we are also closing the tunnel now. We could promise.all. Am I right? No, we are not. We are not. Only the client itself closes here, right? So the tunnel is still open here, and we call tunnel close, and then the client's tunnel closes, and it closes Minecraft connection, server connection, and it reestablishes a new tunnel. So we cannot use promise.all here because this should not this will not resolve basically. Am I right in that assumption? I think this should start working now without crashing. If I call refresh here, okay, I have no idea why it reserves more than 0 indents. It starts reserving 1, 2 and 3 in a while, but other than that it seems to be working. Okay, that just errored right now. Same thing. Interrupted, Minecraft disconnected. Same Copy resolves when source closes, but the source never closes here. The tunnel never closes. Which of these is likely to? I guess server lisping. Yeah, it will open a secondary connection. It should only be one connection at a time, right? Should close shortly when you try to join. Might actually be concurrent, but no, this it keeps reserving spots when I'm not trying to join. Only the server lisping is happening, and I assume that it should only do one ping at a time. Fuck this. I'll clean this up later. What's happening here? I just wanted to do this. Call close on everything. So now that should do a lisping, and already we get 2 spots reserved. When the first connection closes, the first spot is not freed for some reason. Bad resource ID. Yeah, so this needs to be. Java might be lazy, but even then it should never reach like 3 and 4. One is soft lock now. For some reason we didn't clear one, and we're going back and forth between 0 and 2. Okay, now it's just not connecting. Now it's on spot 3. It went up to spot 5, which it should never have. I think I'll wrap up for now. We did have decent progress today, but it's 1:30 a.m. and not be okay. Now it's at its classic resource leakage. Okay, now we're at 0. Went up to 7 and now we're at 0. It's connected from Minecraft now, which close can throw. What do you mean? Since we've already reached 7, it just went back to 0 because I restarted the client. Yes, close can throw when the resource doesn't exist or it's already closed, apparently. But it's now at 8. Can I connect now? Nope. Just said nope. What if I start a new tunnel? Immediately try to connect. I'm able to connect. So something to do with the close logic. That's not perfect yet. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna push this code. It's on my GitHub. It's on I'm dropping a link to it. It's in the mkrcraft repo. It's under lib/tunnel. You would think already closes no op. I would think the same, but it's not the case. Post a link and it reposted it as a link. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna push this code. Next stop for this would be to, on the client side, on the proxy side of things, right, on this side, this needs to do Telegram auth. This will replace what we have right now with Telecraft for the auth, so that packets never reach Minecraft before we say it's good, right? And at that point, we know for sure who is trying to connect, because they are linked to a Telegram account at that point. Yeah. How is Dino compared to Node? The networking is obviously much better. I was struggling for like 2 hours with Node. I did not struggle with Dino. We auth before connecting, yes. We auth at the level of the proxy itself. But this is totally opt-in. If you want to say, I want my username to be protected, then you have to run the proxy, right? And you have to auth before connecting. And we'll add you to a blacklist so that you cannot connect directly if you don't go through the auth, the tunnel. And Kevin, I've been thinking about making an MKRcraft client, which has all this built into it, and it can cache. So once you've authenticated with Telegram, you get a token that is cached locally. Yes, you have to run the client side of this if you need the extra protection, right? So if you need your account to be non-attackable. And yeah, so the MKRcraft client will automatically embed this, so you don't have to run anything at all. It will just know what to do. And it will also download the MKRcraft version of Minecraft and set up mods. Like, mods can be one-click setup. So that's something I'm looking forward to doing. And there's a couple of other features based on this. All right. And update mods, yeah. All right, so I'm signing off for tonight. We'll see you guys another time. Bye. Good night.